Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caroline. I saw this palette from W7 in a video done by Karen. Her username is Chocky Kaz. I just got this in the post yesterday. It just came in a plastic thingy, no wrapping. Luckily it has a metal container which saved it from getting broken. It is called W7 Blazin. Now I have loads and loads of colours in these shades, but I just like them. And I don't have a lot of W7. When it first came out, I really didn't get on with it. And I think it seems to have got better over the years. Whereas this one, it looked lovely when Karen was using it. I've not tried the colours. I have swatched them a little bit, but I haven't tried them on my lid, so this will be a first. The look that I was wearing when I last wore this jumper and scarf, which was my November empties, it wasn't from this palette. So I think the look is going to look fairly similar. But that look was from a couple of palettes I got from the Halloween collection from Revolution. Forgotten something. So it will look slightly similar, possibly. Right, I have my face makeup on just to make this video a tiny little bit shorter, hopefully. Right, I have on my brows, obviously, as you can see. I'm just going to put some, ooh, that slammed that a bit hard, eyeshadow primer on, which I'm going to use the one from Cargo. Just says Cargo Eye Base. There isn't a shade on it, it's just a normal buff colour. And you wind it up from the bottom and it comes out in the brush. I hope you can see me okay. My brows are from the Universal It Cosmetics Universal Brow Pencil, which I tend to use all the time now. I don't seem to use anything else because it really does stay put. And you can make it look darker or lighter depending on how hard you press on the pencil, and so you can change it up a little bit, you know, with your looks. But with my hair being quite dark at the minute, I've gone quite dark with my brows. Right, that's got that on. And now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Brulee just to set that in place. If I can get it open. It's a new one. It's really hard to get open. And I want to find my brush. Thought I'd found that. There it is. So I'm just going to dust that over, just like you do when you put concealer under your eyes and you just dust your translucent powder over. It just seals everything into place. Excuse this eye, it is slightly watery and it's annoying the heck out of me. I have put eye drops in it, but it is still insisting on being a little bit watery. Right, and then I'm going to put Colour Tattoo Leather Effect Eye Base in Creamy Beige. I'm going to put, it's that colour there, I'm going to put that on my lid and slightly into my crease. So I use my finger because it's the best. I think it's the best thing to use because it warms up the shadow. And you can use a brush, it does go on with a brush fairly well, but I just prefer to use my finger. Just a little bit into the crease and then blend out with my middle finger. just like that. There we go. I'm going to do the other eye, just see what time it is. I don't want this to go on forever, this video. That's why I did my face makeup. I usually do it all in one go, but I just thought, just try and cut down a little bit of time. And I'm not so rushed doing my eyes. There we go. I need tissue just to wipe that off. Oops. Winding that lid on there and it flopped off again. Right. Right, there's a couple of shadows here that I'm going to use into the crease. They do have names, but it's all backwards. Matchstick and Volcano. That one is... That one is called Matchstick. That one's called Volcano. And that one's called Strike It, I think. I wish they'd make a little space underneath the shadows to write the names on the front. It would be so much easier. There's no mirror in this, just a tin lid. Right, we'll start with the lighter one first. I don't know how what much fallout there is. Can't really see. Let me zoom you in a little bit, just a tad. There we go. Wrong mirror, don't like that. Oh, excuse me. Just got to get a different mirror. That's better. It's smaller, but it stands on a pedestal, and I just find it easier to use. That's better. So, sorry, I can't get comfortable now. So, round on the other side. I'm just going in the crease and above with this colour because it is the lighter one. This is pretty. So it doesn't look to be too much fallout with these. I hope not, because I've got everything there again. I can always use my translucent powder to dust away any mess, can't I? Right. Go with a different brush. I'm going to blend out a little bit later. I'm going in with a darker one there, and I'm going to go a little bit further down. You can see the difference in the colours there. Okay. I want to go in with a different brush. I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to go in with this brush. I just want a bit more of a in the crease look with this. the other side as well. And then I want to go back with the first colour and take that up a little bit more. And then I'm going to take a blending brush just a soft one, sort of real fluffy type brush, and I'm just going to blend backwards and forwards and round motions at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but we've got some fallout there. Don't know if that happened with that small bristled brush, possibly. Need to. And we'll see how that goes. And then I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm going to use I don't know where to go. I'm going to try that one in the outer corner, see how it works. It's a little bit close in colour to the shades on the top, so I'm going to go in to this side as well. I'm going to go and do something darker on the outer corner. And I'm going to clean my brush off on my brush cleaning pad. And then I am going to go with that shade there. It's a really dark brown, and it is called Hot AF. Strange name. It's called Hot AF. So I'm going to pop that on the outer corner like that. There. Now I'm going to take a similar brush, well it is the same brush but a different one, and then I'm going to go in with that shade there and put that on the lid into the corner, which is called Lava. So we're going to take that and we're going to take that off, and I'm going to pop that on the very very inner corner and meet it up somewhere in the middle, like so. Hope this is looking okay. And then I'm just going to try and feather that a little bit. And then I'm going to clean off my blending brush and do a little bit of blending around here. And then I'm going to try and clean up a tad without trying to make a mess. Ew. To get my powder brush and my powder from Essence, and it's the All Amount Matte Fixing Powder. And I'm going to see if I can get rid of that fallout that is there. This is why I do my eyes first. I find it so much easier to sort out the mess if I make, if I make a mess. Especially if I know that an eyeshadow is going to make a mess, whereas I didn't know that these were, it's not too much of a mess really. I take this and I'm going to go underneath the bottom. Try not to drag my eye too much. Like that. Right, under my brow. Right, what we got here? Got two light ones here. Right, we have a creamy beigey type one and a more lighter colour. That's the creamy beige and that's the whiter colour. I'm going to go with the creamy beige on the inner type part of my eye. To start with. No, actually we're going brow bone, aren't we? Not inner part. So on my fluffy brush I put down the brulee and take that under there and just blend that along with my finger a little. Yeah, I like that rather than the lighter colour. Just blends away a little bit easier. I'm going to take that in the inner corner, a little bit there as well. Like that. Just going to blend that out a little bit there. I hope this is looking okay. I've just said that before, haven't I? But I do hope it is. I do apologise if you see any little bits of fuzz along my top lip and on my cheeks. I do need to remove my bits again with my tool, the one that I squeeze and pull. I just haven't got round to doing it. Alright, inner corner. Right. we have a light peachy colour there, which is called, I'm just counting them along so I can try and, it's called Hot Stuff, so I can find them on the back. So I'm taking a small brush, and with Hot Stuff I'm going to do the inner corner and underneath just a little. I do usually like this inner corner a little bit lighter, but there isn't anything lighter with a bit of a sparkle, so that will have to do. Right, I'm going to use Dip Down from MAC as my eyeliner. There we go. So do this one first because it's the most awkward eye. I'm just doing a straight line across. Hope you can see. So I'll zoom you in just a fraction more so that you can see. Just to the outer edge and a little to the inner part of my eye. And then I'm going to take this, what is left, hopefully I don't have to dip in anymore, I'm just going to run that just along the bottom and then smudge with my finger like that. Like so. There we go. I used one or two brushes more than I thought I was going to do. Right. Sorry, I think I rattled the camera there. I was just reaching through to the tripod to get my mascaras and my eyelash curlers. Right, I'm going to put my lipstick on. I will drop the camera down a little so you can see. Got number 7 Nude Lip Liner, Precision Liner. There's only a tiny amount left, so I have to be very careful. Outline and fill in. Glasses. Got my glasses on to do this. I'm just doing a beigey coloured lip. I've got a very sore bottom lip. I've been putting loads of stuff on it. I just don't know why. I think it's the central heating. Don't have it on very much, but it does dry my skin out too. Hopefully there's enough here to fill in. Just enough. And then I'm going to use a Rimmel lipstick in 700. Does it have a name? It's called Trendsetter, I think. and it's just a nice nude. There we go. I like that lipstick, it's really nice. I haven't used it in a while. And then we'll go and finish off the eyes. I'm going to use my eyeliner brush, and I'm going to use the eyeshadow that I put on my eyelid first. It's this shade there, and I covered quite a bit of it up with the brown on the outside, but it is still there. Can still see it. Just line that under there, like so. And putting the eyeliner down just gives the eyeshadow something to stick to. There we go. Lift you back up again. And I'm going to curl my lashes. I'll see you in a little bit. Curl my lashes up. I do other things while my liner, top liner, is setting and drying, so that I don't lift it with my curlers. I'm using the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. This is the white eyeshadow that protects your lashes quite a lot from your mascara. Oh, there's a little bit too much on there. Oops, need to tuck that behind. I want it covered in white mascara. And do the other side. I need to scrape my... I think this is getting a little bit too thick. Now, I think I need to buy a new one. It has been open for a couple of months now. If you can see, it has fibres in it, so it does make your eyelashes grow look longer. And then I have my Rimmel London Wonder Lash with argan oil in black. I do want to get my hands on a dark brown mascara and give it a go with some of these looks and see how it looks with them. I mean, black looks fine, but yeah, brown would just give it a different look to it, wouldn't it? There we go. Just checking there to see if I'm still in camera shot, because sometimes I can disappear off. I'm talking away to you and doing what I'm doing, and I'm thinking that, you know, everything is in shot and you can see exactly what I'm doing, and then you can't when I look back at it. Okay. And then, because my eyes water, I'm going to use a waterproof mascara on top. This does come in waterproof by itself, but I'm not keen on it. Now, what I pair with this, which goes really, really well together, the both of them, is the Max Factor 2000 calorie waterproof mascara. They go really, really well together. So I'm just going to pop that on the top. We have a little bit of a water going in the corner. I mean, it's not running down my face, the watering. If I didn't use the drops, it would be, my eyes would be streaming. I just wouldn't be able to wear any makeup at all, because it would just ruin the look completely. So, I think these mascaras need to be replaced as well, because I think they were all bought at the same time. So that's going to be a bit expensive, but I do buy them online, the mascaras, which makes it quite a bit cheaper. Right, I did put my what am I saying? My blush on, and I thought I put a little bit too much on, and I think I need a little bit more. But to start with, I put on the Max and More. It's called Brown, and it is a blush, and it was £1, and it is from Home Bargains. Not all Home Bargains stock it. I think it's the bigger ones that do, and they're really, really nice blushes. This is broken, and it is an Essence Matte Touch Blush, and it's just the lid that's broken. That is the blush, and it's a matte one, and it's called Peach Me Up. So I put the brown one on first, then put that on the top. So I'm just going to add a tiny little bit over the top. Just going to rub that off the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend that through a little bit, because I think what I did was I used this LA Girl Pro Concealer under my eyes, topped it off with the matte from Essence, used this powder the rest of my face. It's one from MAC, and it is called Medium. I contoured with the Honolulu contouring powder from W7. Can't get that out, there you go. Looks like that. It's a really nice powder. I don't know if I said, but I'm quite sure that this W7 is cruelty free. And then I highlighted with this highlighter from the Rimmel palette. That's what I did there. And then you've seen everything else, I think. So there you go. That is the look from the W7 Blazin palette. And I hope you like it. I say it does look very similar to the look that I had on in my November empties, but it is from a different palette because I only got this yesterday. And the palettes that I used for the W7, just for reference, were from these two here, and a little bit from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So that's where that look came from. But I'm really, really pleased with this. It blended really, really easy. The colours went on so well. I'll have to let you know next video how long the shades lasted, how they, performed throughout the day. But so far, with the look of them and how they felt, how they went on, I'm really pleased with it. So if it lasts as long as a lot of my other shadows do, I might be investing in some more of these palettes, because I've seen some that are really, really pretty. But I've got to stay away from these shades. I know it's autumn and I love these colours, but I have got so many of them. I mean, I didn't really need this palette, but I saw it on Karen's channel and I thought it was so pretty. And it was quite cheap. I think I paid less than £5. I think it was £4.95, I think. And free posting and packaging. So, and that was from eBay. You can buy them in certain shops. B&M, factory shop if you have one. Places like that. So there you go, and I will see you again in another video. So bye bye for now.